Before we continue, there's some vocabs you should know. Codons, mRNA, and amino acids. Codons is a sequence of 3 nucleotides that together form a unit of genetic code in a DNA or RNA molecule. mRNA, also known as messenger RNA, conveys genetic information from DNA to the ribosome. Amino acids are the building blocks that make up protein. Genetic mutation is the alternation of the chromosome number and structure and contours of the DNA sequence. In other words, genetic mutation is a permanent change in DNA. Genetic mutation can occur in 2 ways. You can inherit it from a parent, or you can have it during your lifetime. Sometimes genetic mutation can occur at random. So how can we get a mutation? You can get a mutation by problems in the replication of interphase or problems in a DNA repair mechanism. Sometimes environmental factors are the cause of mutations, such as UV light, pollution, smoking, and more. Other times there could be a kink in the DNA chain that can cause cancer. What types of genetic mutations are there? There are 2 types of genetic mutations, point mutation and frame shift mutation. A point mutation is a change or substitution of a single base nucleotide in genes. Sounds confusing? Think of point mutation with this sentence. The original sentence says, "The cat ate the rat," but if we take out the C in cat and replace it with a B, the sentence would say, "The bat ate the rat." Though the information is slightly altered, the overall message remains the same. The example I just showed you was silent mutation. Silent mutation doesn't significantly alter the phenotype of the organism. Point mutation comes in 3 parts: silent mutation, nonsense mutation, and missense mutation. Nonsense mutation is when there is an abrupt stop in the amino acid sequence. A missense mutation is when the single base change in the DNA sequence results in creating a codon for completing different amino acids. For instance, the DNA sequence would be TAC, CCG, TAA, but the codon would be AUG, GGC, UUU. If TAA were translated correctly, it would have been AUU, and its amino acid would have been isoleucine, or the codon LLE. But because of that single base change, the amino acid is now phenylalanine, or PHE. Opposed to point mutation, frame shift mutation affects many bases. Frame shift have 2 parts, insertion and deletion. These mutations does what its name implies. 1 or more bases are either deleted or inserted, making DNA meaningless. Of all the previously stated mutations, frame shift is the most harmful. Deletion. The deletion of a letter can affect a large number of genes. For example, your codon may read AUG, CCA, GCU, CA, GCC, CUA. One of your codons have forgotten 1 letter. Insertion. Mutations could have an addition of extra DNA, also dramatically changing the sequence. So, how does genetic mutation affect us in real life today? An example of deletion is the genetic disorder Cri du Chat.
This is me, there's no